Man, I'm pretty high, so you might not be able to hear me as good. But I just decoded that saying on those mirrors. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. I just decoded that. I talked about it before, but I didn't really get a full understanding until just now. So objects are object lessons right in front of you, right? The mirror is what you're in. You're in a cube. You're like in an elevator. When you look at it, you see your reflection. But go to an elevator and look and gaze at the door, and you can there's depth to the door. There's depth to it. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. So the mirror is what you're in. Actually, when you look at somebody else, you're looking at a different version of yourself. When you look out in front of you, you're actually looking at a mirror image of yourself. Just like when you watch a movie, you're looking at different images of yourself at different stages. You know, a character has a growth process. So when you look at a washing machine, you're being washed. When you look at a car, you're a vessel. What's happening in front of you is because of what's happening inside you. And God is washing you. That's why you wash clothes. You know. The women go to a fashion show because they're being fashioned on the inside. God is fashioning you, you know. You do artwork because God is doing artwork on your heart. H-E-art. Heart. The ultimate artwork is your heart. So God is doing heart work as you're doing artwork. So objects in the mirror appear closer than they appear. So all possibilities are in Jesus. All possibilities are in the sine wave. And the sine wave is the horror show and the victory. Jesus went to the cross and he rose again. So everything that happened at the cross is happening right now. And so all the objects in front of you are closer than they appear. It's happening inside you, although it's happening outside of you. And not only that, whatever you need is closer than it appears, because you just collapse the wave function by faith. You collapse the wave function by faith. Lord, I need some food today. Lo and behold, there's some food. Lord, I need some water. Lo and behold, there's some water. You collapse the wave function. All possibilities happen at the cross. And the sine wave, or the sin wave, has the negative, but it also has the positive. But it also has everything encoded in it. The snake on the cross is the sine wave. And so, like I said, this out here in front of you is the snake eating itself, the flesh mind eating the flesh. But you want to shift from eating the snake to eating eternal life. Jesus said, "Drink of my blood, eat of my flesh." You want to shift out of the creation, eating of the creation, and eating and drinking of the Creator. In other words, he said, take on my nature is pretty much what he's saying. Because whatever you eat becomes a part of you, right? So if you eat of temporal realm, if you eat of the creation, it's temporary. You just go to the grave. But if you eat of the eternal realm, it's eternal life. And so whatever you eat of and drink of is your nature. So if you eat and drink of the eternal truths, you're thinking outside of time. If you eat and drink of The eternal word, you're living and outside of time. In him we live and breathe and have our being. You're seated in the heavenlies. So the objects that appear closer, the objects are closer than they appear. So whatever it is that's going on, I need a job. You collapse the wave function by faith. And for some reason, a job appears on the scene. Whatever it is, it's already been prepared before you even needed it. Before you even knew you needed it, it was already there. So, objects appear closer. Objects in the mirror. See the mirror? Object, and when you're listening to me, you're actually mirroring yourself. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. The problem's already there. I mean, the solution's already there before the problem appeared.